Oli, oli. So, we're back. Estamos de regreso, como decimos en español. Voy a empezar a hablar en español. A ver qué pasa. Okay, so far we have... What we have? Okay. 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 I'm thinking. Oh, I need to keep track of these notes. Mm-hmm. So we have this code that basically it's a what? It's a WebSocket that listens to 12 data and it saves in fact I think this is not a very good practice because we are not closing the connection, so that's not cool. We need to close the connection. I mean, we can make different decisions here to improve the code a little bit. It's committing the cursor, but nevertheless. Yes, I mean, connections should be used in a context manager, right? Okay, I mean, okay, tool data on event. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to see where should we put this is pretty cool because I think the batch size should also control when the forecast is made. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. I think that's pretty cool. That will be very cool. So oh my god, I want to change this. So what are we using in our own? So we are using, yes, exactly. That's what I want. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I know. No, yes, I mean, we need to use a context manager for the connection, obviously. I mean, so let's get rid of this because we don't like that. And let's import from forecast main. No. I mean, oh my god, this is not happening. I mean, this, instead of having me to be more productive, it just like import timescale connection. I mean, I say a lot, I don't know. But what I'm trying to transmit here is that I'm not following certain practices that I would like to follow. So if you want to deploy this, you can deploy it. I think it can be deployed as it is. I mean, it's good code, but I'm a very opinionated person in this sense and how it should look like. And I think we can make different adaptations, but this is completely good to deploy in production. Given said that, let's test this. So this should work. Python, okay, tools data. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. I mean, I think this is cool. I like it. Oh my god! Read data from timescale. We're going to reuse this code. Yes. We are going to reuse this code. Oh, I'm very excited. Okay, everything came up together. Connection object has no attribute cursor. That's pretty interesting. So what are we using to, let me check what are we using to write. I mean, this says psychopg2 and we are not using that anymore. So what we need to do is to document this better. SQL connection object. Execute by. Oh my god, where is execute by? Okay. Okay. So we're copying this because ChatGPT is helping us to change this from, please change this from psychopg2 to SQL Alchemy. Oh my god. Do your thing, ChatGPT. Oh my god. I think this is not helping me. If session, you want a session. Oh my god. Okay, engine, we have an engine. Session maker, okay. Interesting. Okay, as many as your okay. Session, it's okay. Let's try to do this. I mean, I think it's a little bit complicated, but okay, if that's the way to do it, let's experiment a little bit. SQL, okay, that's not good. Okay, because we need to change this to here, and then we need to copy this. So Yes, okay, so here, session maker, we only need the session maker because what we are doing here is self is not none. We are creating a session. We are creating a session with session maker. So then, oh my God, no. exactly like that. Session maker, exactly. That's exactly what I wanted. And then we are using add as many placeholder as your columns. But do you understand, ChatGPT? I'm trying to generalize this. So I mean, we need the text for SQL to add params. I understand. I understand, but what? How many columns do we have? No, I think no. I mean, this is okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. We have four. We have four columns. It's not so much. Okay, that's it. Jane. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit strange because we are hard coding, but at the same time we are not hard coding. So thank you very much. And then we have our SQL, and we need that SQL, and we are almost ready. Okay, perfect. Oh my God, no. Try. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's see if this works. And okay, SQL. Okay, and this for this particular block of code, we are doing the following. We are replacing self. We're replacing. Oh my God, we are replacing session by a session, and we are doing it right now. Oh my God, thank you. Trailing characters, like why? Oh, I think we need to do this. No, we don't need to. It's okay. I think, yeah. Let's do that. Just. Okay. And we need to import text. That's very important because we need to import it. That's why it is important, because it belongs to this crew. Okay, it seems somehow correct, so let's test this. We need to wait for 5 rounds. I think I'm gonna test this for 2. Let's wait just only 2 because we are testing and we are trying things. We are trying different things. We're exploring. We are trying to understand different things. So let's try with 2. Okay, batch insert 1. Did it work? Oh my God, what's happening? So we need to see this one, right? So we have 27, 20, 57. And we need to have, after the next batch insert, 59. We need to have 59. Please do it. We are not receiving anything. So, receive something. No, it's not receiving anything. Okay, it's inserted. We have 59. It's working. It's working. My God and Savior. I saw a tweet like with mother duck. I mean, with DuckDB, that they had this meme of a dog being like worshipped by more dogs, and they were marketing DuckDB. So I found that hilarious, and it was like DuckDB, our Lord and Savior. It was very fun. It was very fun. So it works. Okay. We are not pushing this yet, right? See, it's a new file. Yeah, it's untracked. And none, I don't want to quit item 2. Not yet, because in this next part we are doing something amazing. We are doing it. Why not? Okay. I'm just thinking. Okay. No, I don't want to run this. I don't want to run it. I just want to read it a little bit. Okay, so we are inserting values on event once we reached a batch size, a max batch size, right? Which in this moment is 2. Okay, batch size is like the number of prices that we are getting, we are receiving, we are reading. And okay, we are saving that. I imagine that our forecasting pipeline can be here, like forecasting pipeline. Okay. Pattern not found. Okay. So we want to include that forecasting pipeline there. And what do we need to do now to do it is, okay, we need to create a table to store the forecast. We already have a table from the latest streaming session, which is called forecasts, and if we see it, we have I mean, this is very, I don't know why I want to, you understand. Sorry, I mean, because of the size of the screen, it was unexpected for me, like, to have these jumps when I put the resize pane instruction, because for me 10 it's like very small, but we have a bigger screen, so now makes sense. So I'm gonna use 5. Okay, I think, okay, that works. And another one. Okay, perfect, that's better. And we have what we have here. We have symbol, price type, date, and forecast. But what? We can use, okay, I love it. Because I was thinking that we are forecasting every minute, so we need to update the forecast, but we can use the option by SQL Alchemy, and we will be using a lot of the code that we wrote last session, because we can use if exists append, right? I don't know, but I mean, what happens if there is like so, because we can have the symbol, we can have the price type and the date, and then we have the forecast, so we need to update like that value, right? Let's see, to SQL if exists. Let's write a little bit, let's read it. Let's read. So we need if exist fail. Oh my god, no. Replace. I want to replace up the table. Oh my god, no. Oh. I think we are going to replace the forecasts. But we want to keep the history of the forecasts for some reason. No. Okay, yeah, I think we can solve it by... Yes, I think I get it. So, okay. So the first thing we need to do is to create the forecast table for the real-time data. So let's do that. So we need to copy the SQL create a forecast table, but in this case we are creating it for a forecast table 12 data, right? As we have been doing 12 data, right? And since we are creating forecasts through time, I mean every minute, we need to keep track of when those forecasts were created. So we need symbol because we are forecasting a symbol. We need the price type because we are forecasting Bitcoin close at minutely level or open, or yes, we are aggregating data through time. So we are forecasting not just the symbol but the price type. So we are forecasting the combination of that. So we need that. We need date because it's the forecasting date. We need the forecast, but also very important, we need the created at exactly. And we are doing it exactly now. So we will be each created at no. I think it's more like a forecast creation date. Exactly. The forecast creation date, and it's a timestamp. It's not null, and it is created by us. Why the previous version does not work? Because we are, in this case, we want to group a set of rows to identify, okay, I made those forecasts for this bucket. So yeah, I have a new price. I'm forecasting every minute, so I need to say, okay, this set of forecast belong to this creation date, right? And so we need basically to keep track of the moment when the forecast was created. And the forecast is a collection of rows. So if we use the previous version, we will be adding a unique ID per row. And we don't need that. We don't want that. We want to have a unique ID, in this case for the forecast creation date, for the whole process, like the whole row. So this forecast, which is a set of rows, was created for this particular time. No? So we need the forecast creation date, and we are using date just to establish like a common terminology, because here we are using date. And yeah, the forecast is the forecast, right? Create forecast 12 data. obviously. So and then we need to create a makefile, obviously. So we need to create a forecast table. And this is very interesting, and I mean, I'm not following like a common terminology, I guess. Forecast table, create forecast table. I'm going to follow at least the previous structure, and I'm gonna use create f table 12 data. Create forecast table 12 data. Perfect. I love it. So make create forecast table. No, it's f, but make create. Okay, f. Here we have create f tables, right? 12 data, so it's already created, and just to make sure that it is created from create f12 f table create. No, that's the command of the make file. The name of the table is forecasts 12 data, and forecast creation date, symbol, price type, date, and forecast, and everything is amazing. Okay, so we want now to adapt our previous code to make it more general, because what is happening here is that a lot of different things are hard coded. For example, if we want to reuse this read data from timescale, we need to change the name of the table, because in this case we are not calling 1 day candle, we are calling 1 minute candle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 1 minute candle 12 data. That's the view that we are calling. So we need to change that, and we need to change also the right forecast to timescale. We need to add an option, for example, the forecast creation date, because that's important. And obviously we need to change the name of the materialized view. And in this case, for example, we need to also change the forecasting pipeline, but it's interesting because we can make it more general. It can receive a frequency, it can receive like different things. I'm not sure if you are following me, but I think it can be very, very interesting. So oh my god. Oh no, we need to call that. No, I was just imagining the ways that we can make the interaction, but no, I think we are following a more traditional approach. We are not being very very, I don't know how to say, very propositive. That's the word I want to say, propositive. I don't know, but I mean, for this particular part, I want to reduce the size of the screen because I want to be a little bit faster. And so zoom. How can I? mean, okay, and then I can use like, okay, that works. That definitely works. This size can help me. Yes, I think so. Just let me do a little bit of cleaning here because I'm going to remove the docstrings. I'm so sorry, and I need to document that better, but I really need to do this cleaning to see the code a little bit better, just to have the complete intuition, like to see where can I put things and so on. because I want to finish this part. I really do want to do it, so I need to be a little bit faster, and I think I have a better sense of the code. Okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna also reduce this part down. Let's down 5. Perfect. That's cool. And let's go to main because we need to do some changes there. So the first thing we need to do is to add this table, right? Table, it's going to be a string. We want to use one day candle as default. Here we are adding the f string, and we are adding here, oh my god, Beam, please help me, from table. Okay, that's okay. And I'm going to limit the number of, yes, and I think I'm gonna use, I mean, it's minutely, we're just doing forecast. Okay, I'm gonna use 100. I'm gonna use 100. And write forecast to timescale. We need the data frame, but not just that. We need also the table. In this case, it is called a forecast. And here we are adding the table, right? We're adding the table, and also we need to add the forecast creation date, right? I mean, I'm thinking different things. I mean, here, for example, we'll be reopening the connection because we want, in the other module, we are defining the connection as an attribute of the class. So we already have the connection, and if we reuse these functions, we will be reusing that connection. Will be a little bit weird, in my honest opinion. So what I'm going to do here is basically change everything because we need to change things. So connection, it's going to be, oh my god, I'm going to use any because I don't want to not document that parameter, but I don't want to investigate the type of that. So I'm going to use any because because we are prioritizing here velocity. Oh my god, velocity. Oh my god, this is so exciting. This code is unreachable. Of course it is, because we have a problem here, because we need to add any, and then we have problem solved. We need to change this. We need to, okay, df. We are reading it, okay, write forecast timescale. So basically, that's pretty interesting because let me do this first, and then I can explain my idea. Okay, so we don't need to do this. We just need to, okay, and with no, okay, and this is going to receive con any equals to, no, exactly if con is none, I mean, here I want to pass this, but if okay. So what's happening here is, okay, so each function receives now a connection, right? So that's cool. I mean, why not? And we need to pass the connection here. But again, the connection is already opened in the other module, and I really want to reuse it. And we have the solution, because we can use, yes, I agree with this. Yes, it needs to receive a connection. And I think this is pretty cool, because everything is solved now. Because we can do, let's do something even better. Just to know not to change the what exactly, that's what I was looking for, because that way we can call the test and everything should pass. We are adding coverage. Let's see, just by curious. Oh my god, what happened? By this. Oh my god, it's failing and I don't know why. Right? Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Okay. So where exactly where? So we have the F for the F. I think what I'm thinking. Yes. Okay, so we are going to fix the tests because that's what we do. So test read data. Okay, got it. So we, okay. I mean, I don't know if I don't like this. I mean, it's going to be easier to integrate. Yeah, and just because of that, I think it's the right decision. Like to abstract the connection, because that way is easier to use, and I think that's a very good reason to add. For example, we can we can, instead of duplicating the connection here, we can do this, and yeah, and I think that's it. We also need, let's see, attributor. Object has no attributor. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, everything is passing now. Connection has not attribute read name. Okay, test. Okay, get it. But that's a little bit weird, because forecasting pipeline receives forecasting pipeline receives, where is it, okay, we have forecasting pipeline receives h, okay, with times, okay, h con what, okay, I think I get it. There was a problem here. That's why our tests are important, because they help us to see if there is an error. So the good news is that apparently we reached 95%. Oh my god, we are on a very good place. So let's add the forecast and let's add the tests, obviously. So why we are doing this? So basically we want to abstract some functions to reuse the connection in our new module. Abstract connection from functions. Perfect. And let's remove this file because I don't like it. And we are ready to, I mean, we have like the forecast table, so let's also add that. SQL create, SQL create, okay. Twelve data forecasts. Oh my god, forecast table. Okay, and so we have tests. Okay, we have abstracted the functions to reuse the connection. So I think we are ready to make some forecasts. Okay. I'm thinking different things right now, right? So I'm putting my thoughts together. And okay. Okay. I'm going to take a pause of 5 minutes. I'm thinking about like the forecasting pipeline and how to include it. I think I have an idea on how to do it. I just need to concentrate and get ready for this little sprint. And yeah, see you in a moment. I'm going to leave this open. Okay, no, this perfect. See you in a minute. Okay, so we are back. And yeah, so I was thinking that we need to make a couple of changes before integrating the forecasting pipeline. And we need, the first thing we need to do, and I was missing or forgetting, it's that we need to add a specific frequency, um, because in this case it's daily data, but we can add a different, and we will add a different okay, and string, and it's going to be defaulted to what? To daily data, because that's the tutorial of the first version. So just let's add, let's see if our tests pass. Everything seems to work correctly, so let's add these changes. And the second thing we need to add, it's an option for adding the forecast creation date. As you remember, we want to keep track of the forecast creation date, so we need to define it and use it at some point, right? So I don't know. I think we can add it as a flag. I mean, probably that's not the best. I don't know. I can add it as a flag. So add forecast creation date. Exactly. And we need we want a boolean, okay, and then if add forecast creation date, I'm just going to tell LLM that this is the forecast creation date for it to suggest me some options. Date, okay, and okay, perfect. I mean, nice, perfect. And in the grade forecast timescale, we have time GPT. Okay, that should work. That should work. And here we are not adding the forecast creation date. Perfect. And then we perfect. I think that works. And then we can add like this. We can see our PyTests and include in the coverage analysis. And yeah, everything works as expected. Then let's add those changes. And I'm feeling ready to the final part. So let's commit this. Fit at forecast creation date option. Okay, so let's push this. Okay, and then I think we are ready to start importing things here. So we need the forecasting pipeline. In fact, we need more granularity, right? Yes, we need more granularity. I didn't expect that. Oh my god, what's happening? Because okay, let me explain this, because I mean, the only thing is that I hate when this happens, because if we are adding a lot of parameters in our like functions, is a sign that we need to change to a class. That's the signal. We are not doing something correctly. We need to start using classes, right? And that frustrates me a little bit, because obviously I want to do it correctly, so I want to change it to classes, to a class at least, but also I want to velocity. So given said that, I need to replicate the whole thing. Now I think I can, let's hack it. The main problem here is that we need to add to the forecasting pipeline the table that it will be reading from and the table that it will be writing to. So we need to do that, right? Because read data from timescale receives that parameter, and also we need to define the table for write forecast to timescale. We need to tell the function, please write this forecast here and read from this table. So we need to add those, and I will be adding them as parameters. And again, I'm doing this for the sake of velocity. There is a scenario where this should be done using classes, and probably I would rewrite this to use classes, but I think it's here I'm privileging velocity, right? So I'm gonna use read table, which in this case it's exactly that one day candle. Exactly. And here my linter is not working again, so I'm so sorry about this horrible format. And table exactly. Oh my god, I'm so happy because our test will pass. Yes, our test will pass because we are the forecasting pipeline. No, yeah, are we happy or not? I mean, the only thing maybe, I just want to do this because I think at least I need to have principles. And I think if we are doing the connection first for two functions, let's do it for all the functions. Because I have principles. I'm not a monster, so I need to believe in something. So let's just add that change. Oh my god, let's add that change and let's forget about the classes. Oh my god, that hurts me a lot, but let's do it. So forecasting pipeline, okay, that will work again. again. I'm doing it for the sake of velocity. So let's see what happens. Okay, so it passed 3 passes. Okay, so let's see what changes we've made. No, okay, here our addition will fail, our committing, I'm sorry. This will fail, but let's document it. Cool. So feed abstract origin read and write from read and write tables. Oh my god, it failed. Obviously it failed. So let's add it again. It failed again. Why are you not formatting rough line too long? 56. Okay, maybe that will. I want rough to fix that, but it doesn't want to do it. Maybe rough format, because where is the pre-commit? So we are using rough format. Perfect. So rough format forecast main command not found. Okay, that's interesting. Rough format. We don't have rough here. What's happening? Okay, one file reformatted, and hopefully hopefully, yes, that's what I wanted. Everything will work now. If we add this and then let's do a commit. Let's commit. Okay, let's commit. Let's commit. And then we're ready. Yes, we are ready. So let's add forecast and we need to go to our WebSocket 12 data and we need to import different things. And the most important one is forecasting pipeline because we have that function and we want to use it. So the first thing so basically we just need like a method called forecast. It will be like private because privacy matters. No, because on event it's defined like as a private. So we need, what do we need? We need horizon. In this case, I'm gonna hard code. We have it's by minute, right? How many minutes in the future do you want to predict? 5 minutes. Let's predict 5 minutes. We are working. we're with minutely data. Oh my god, we want to add forecasting data. Obviously, we want to read table and we want to write table. Perfect. I love this. So the DB table, that's correct. That's the stock. I'm going to just to add, for the sake of my mental health, I would say a new variable name here instead of hard coding it in the code, just to be consistent. So db forecasts, no? So it's forecasts 12 data. Thank you so much. And then this is correct except for one part, and it's the what happened here. It's the right table. In this case it's forecast, and oh my god, I just want to format this. I'm so sorry for doing like manually, but no, I'm doing it manually and I don't like it, but let's fix that later. So we have 5 minutes, 5 minutes ahead, and so on. So right now we are missing a very important one, a very important part. I mean, we are missing two, and we are going to fix the first one right now. So in this case, I'm going to call the forecast method, right? Once we achieve the max batch size, right? Okay, that's cool. We're making a good progress. So we need to add a command to update the materialized view before doing the forecast, because we want the table to be updated once we get the data and write the data. Okay. What could fail? I think probably we are going to get some missing values, I guess. But let's see. I think we are going, probably we will need to debug a little bit this forecasting pipeline. It's but let's see. So let's update that. We need to execute, but I don't know how to do execute with, or do I think I know, but I don't know. Let's here it is how it is. We need to create a session and then we need to execute with that session. We need to execute the SQL. Okay, I think that's pretty straightforward. So the only thing we need to do, I guess, is just to create this session. Yes. Okay, so basically we need to try because we are working with sessions, and that's important. So we're working with sessions, so we create a session. I'm not sure if we should create a lot. We don't have like okay, session. We have the rollback. We have the session. Okay. I think we can just skip closing the session, I guess. I'm not sure. But for this particular part, we are trying to execute the following. We are, no, we are not doing that, but I'm going to do it just to, we are not going to do that. We are reverse I search. Oh my god. So we are looking for call, exactly. We are looking for this exact command. So that's what we want to execute in our database, in our Postgres database hosted and improved by the amazing timescale team. I'm going just to have a better thank you very much code. So I think we are ready to test this out. So the only thing I'm going to increase, because that's very important, it's the max batch size. So we want to, for example, 10, I think 10 minutes, 10. Oh, I mean, I think we have problem here because I mean that would be interesting. What I'm thinking right now is that we need the minimum number of samples. So to begin with, to start forecasting. So, for example, if we use just 2 as max batch size, it's possible that we will only have like 2 buckets, like or 1 bucket. So we will be forecasting with 1 value. But let's see what happens. Let's add 5. I mean, if something happens, we can fix it. But let's use 5 just to see what happens. And what I want to do is to remove this data, because I don't want to have a lot of missing values, because we were collecting real-time data and then we are collecting the data again, so there will be a lot of missing values because we are not collecting continuously. So probably that will break the forecasting pipeline. So what I'm going to do here to reduce that risk is just deleting everything from that table. Okay, and refresh the okay. 1 minute candle, 12 data. Oh, perfect. And we are okay. We are forecast all data structure. Okay. But no, I think no. I think there is an error. Just let me finish my idea regarding the deletion of data. So basically, we want an empty session, like to prevent the missing values from happening. I think probably we'll need to fix that, but let's see. Let's wait to see what happens. And what is happening here is that in reality we have 3 tables, not just 2. We are missing one of the most important ones, which is the materialized view. So it's DB candle. I'm going to see. I'm going to exactly, and it's not 1 day, it's 1 minute exactly. Because yeah, we have three parts, and this is like very very important from our like infra architecture or something like that. We have three. Our database has three important tables. One of them is a materialized view. So we are storing the 12 data which we receive in real time in this table, in this Postgres table. Then, and we are storing that data once we achieve 5 prices. This is the max batch size. So we are adding those 5 prices to the data, to the database, to the table, to the specific table, and then that triggers the forecasting pipeline. The forecasting pipeline updates the 1 minute candle, because remember, we want to transform the raw real-time data, which happens, I don't know, in the middle of the minute, and then 1 minute, and then 30 seconds after, and it's like less predictable, the interval between the timestamp of the prices. That's why we are aggregating them to 1 minute buckets. But then once we have the materialized view updated, and that process was triggered by the forecasting pipeline, then we use that data. It is refreshed, right? And then we read from that updated data to create the forecast. That's the main idea, and that's what we are going to test if it works right now, right? And we need to change our forecasting pipeline, because here in particular this part is incorrect, because we are not reading from the stock's real-time data set. That's the raw data. We don't want to read from that because it's raw, it's not processed. We want to read from candle data, because that data is organized. That's the data that we want to use, right? And here, for example, it's also very it's interesting that we saw this, because we can abstract also this, and this is better, because abstraction, when it applies, it's better, I could say. But I don't know, I think that summarizes a little bit what we are doing here. So let me just run the whole process. That's pretty interesting. Let's see if this works. I think something will break probably, but let's see. So right now what is happening is we are collecting in real time Bitcoin prices. Oh my god, this is so exciting. We are collecting in real time Bitcoin prices. We are receiving them from the internet, and we are waiting to collect five prices, 5 Bitcoin prices. Let's see what happens. So 3, 4, then oh my god, that's pretty cool. This is very interesting. I'm sorry, I was just seeing the errors, because they tell us a lot of what's happening here. The first one is that obviously we have this problem with I mean, let's analyze it. Let's analyze the first one, right? So apparently, okay, we have an error inserting data. Okay, I think that's an easy fix, and probably it was because I typed something wrong. And we don't have the line here, right? No, we don't have it, but I can I see when where we have it. Okay. Okay. Nice. So that problem is solved. So basically we had a typo here and SQL was, oh my god, this is not a correct query, please fix it. And we already fixed it, right? So the second problem is this one. We cannot refresh continuous array cannot run inside a transaction block because we are running, because the connection is opened, right? I'm going to easily fix this by creating a new timescale connection, and because we need a separate connection to do that. So let me, I don't know if the problem is related to the session. I mean, if it needs to be like a separate instance, but let's try that. So with timescale con as con, okay, that's perfectly fine. So we are not using the self connection, we are using this, and yeah, we are exactly doing this. Exactly. So let's see if this solves the problem. And the last problem was that price should have a numeric data type, and this happened because if we go to our materialized view, what we can see is that it is empty, right? We expect not seeing any is this one any data. Sorry, so when we are querying from that empty materialized view, we are not receiving information. So I guess it's interpreting that as object, but in reality what is happening here is that we are sending the wrong data because we are not sending any data, basically. We can obviously add an exception there to say like, oh my god, this data frame is empty, and I think we can do that. And so for example, if df.empty, we can say, I'm gonna get creative here. Oh my god, something's happening. Empty data frame, I love it. Perfect, why not? And let's do Python WebSocket 12 data. WebSocket opened. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Let's see if that works, because if that works, that would be amazing. I mean, I think we would need to fix some things. I'm imagining that. But I don't know, maybe everything will work. Oh my god. I don't know. So we have three